their second-year teammate. And early on, it was Philadelphia and the beautiful Kelly Greens that were rolling. A.J. Brown's first touchdown in over a month, and the Eagles are rolling 7-0, now 14-0. 3rd and 12, it's the money down, and Hurts has got a clean pocket and looking deep. Little underthrown. Devontae Smith makes a great adjustment to come up with this one as he hits the deck, and the Eagles are in the red zone. Tush push, here it comes. You're not stopping it. And it is all Eagles. Coach Sirianni celebrating their 21-0, feeling great. But there's a long way to go, and this is a very capable Dallas offense. Devontae Turpin's as fast as anybody in open space. A guy typically you see doing that in punt returns, here on the catch and run. And then here it's George Pickens, who's having a tremendous season in his first year in Dallas. His 8th touchdown, 9 catches, $146, and it's 21-7. Here, again, it's Dak looking deep, this time for CeeDee Lamb. That's Cooper DeJean, who is flagged for pass interference. Jay Kelly can't believe it. The catch was made, and the catch is made here from Brevin Spann-Ford, all alone in the back of the end zone. Kind of like what Tim was showing us a moment ago, the gravity being pulled to CD, and you've got the tight end all alone, and the Cowboys have scored 14 straight. Early 4th, Dak again has time. This is a beautiful throw and an even better catch amongst 2 Eagles. It's Pickens, 43 of his 146 right there. And then 2 plays later, Dak, he's a big fella. Ferguson out there helping shove some Eagles out of the way, and that's 21 unanswered for the home team. But here comes Philly. One of the things they've done incredibly well this year is value the football and protect it. Here on the little flip to Saquon Barkley, you see it's punched out and recovered by Kenneth Murray Jr. A monster play. The Flus, Matt Eberflus loving that. They can't do anything with it. Here on the punt, Xavier Gibson trying to make something happen. And he has the ball knocked out. Elijah Clark knocks it out, and look at the effort from Clark. He's like a little kid at the ocean getting flipped over by waves, but he gets back up on his feet. Stanford Steve says it doesn't take any talent to try hard. Well, that's a combination of effort and talent, and then it's a whole lot of hustle from Trent Sig, who gets all the way down there, the long snapper, to pounce on it after Clark has that incredible effort. Now, Dallas doesn't go for the field goal here to take the lead, sort of a borrowing from Sirianni, who hates field goals too. They don't take the field goal, and they cannot get the touchdown there, looking for Jake Ferguson. But then, Dallas's defense, Osa Odigizua gets the sack. Dallas gets the football back. Dak, Pickens, again. Again, what a season he is having. And the Cowboys are in field goal range, and Brandon Aubrey, I'd call him automatic, but he actually missed one earlier, which makes you at least know he's mortal. Field goal is good. Dak with Sal Powell after the comeback victory.
What a comeback by your football team in the second half. What was your message in the locker room in the second half to come out and win this game?
Yeah, just stick together. We understood we shot ourselves in the foot over and over in the first half. We got that score right before the first half ended and said, hey, we continue to do that, execute and focus. Shotty always says you can't win the game in the first, the second, and third, but you can win it in the fourth, and that's what we went and did.
Can you win the game in the first quarter? No. Can you win the game in the second quarter? No. Did we spot them 21 points? We did. Yeah, we did. But what about, hey, can you win the game in the third quarter? No. What about that?
We're going to get Tim's thoughts on this comeback and some of the components of it in a moment. The Cowboys scored 24 unanswered after trailing 21-0 in the first half, which is tied for the largest comeback in the history of the franchise, and that's a franchise with some history. An all-time collapse for Philly after scoring 3 touchdowns in the first 3 drives. 0 points their final 8 drives. Saquon Barkley, as you would understand, dejected after this tough loss in the NFC East.
Defense are doing a really good job. I'm not playing well. Just gotta play better. That's really it.
What changed after the 21-0 lead?
We made too many mistakes. As a whole, obviously I had a mistake there. They played They wanted a little more, so you got to give hats off to them.
A significant role in the Saquon Barkley not looking like the Saquon Barkley that we saw in 2024. Heck, right now, Saquon Barkley isn't looking like the New York Giants Saquon Barkley. When you look at all the issues they had on their offensive line, he still gave you some things in spurts, right? And I think to Emery's point, I think this is a lot to do about the Eagles and what they're not doing offensive line-wise, but this also has a lot to do with the Cowboys and the new moves they've made to shore up their interior. When you bring in guys like Quentin Williams along with Kenny Clark, who you already had with Osa, you're trying to get better in the interior. When you bring in a guy like Logan Wilson, a 3-down linebacker, you're trying to improve in the run element because those guys help the guys in the secondary play better. And when you look at the issues offensively, the block, the missed field goal, the fumble, the interception, usually the defense for the Cowboys would fold. Yeah. Yep. Fold like a napkin, right? But what they did, they bowed it back up, and they gave their offense the necessary possessions to win this ball game. Remember I used to always say with the Cowboys, all you need to do is get 4 stops defensively. They can get those easily now. Yeah. Now they're getting more, which could be a scary sign for this team if they get a legit shot to get into the playoffs.
You wonder in that NFC if it is too little too late. 10, maybe 11 is going to be the going rate there, not just for divisions, but for the wild card with what you see going on in the North and elsewhere. You got to win each and every one of them. It's come from behind 24 unanswered, what matches the largest comeback victory in franchise history for Dallas. We talk about the short week for the Eagles, even shorter for the Dallas Cowboys who play on Thanksgiving, JJ.
Not just they play on Thanksgiving. Let's consider the opponent. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you were watching on Sunday afternoon, you're saying, oh boy, this Thursday game, the Chiefs are going to lose to the Colts. Obviously, the Cowboys are going to lose to the Eagles. What are these teams going to be playing for?
Everything.
And now, we truly, I mean, of course, we were already going to tune in on CBS on Thanksgiving Day. There's no doubt about it.
Who else?
But now everybody's tuning in.
It's different, right?
On this one. And so I absolutely cannot wait for this, and I think that you guys make a fantastic point about this defense. Obviously, it has gotten better because it could not get worse, but it has gotten better because of the additions that they've made there. They're already gelling. They're congealing, and even the pieces that were there, it's not just those guys, but being in Matt Eberflus's defense and understanding sort of the nuances took those guys a little bit. And even the guys who have been there are figuring it out. So the Cowboys can be scary down the stretch here.
When we looked at that 3-game stretch coming off of last week's game that they won, it was like they have the Chiefs, they have the Eagles, and they have someone else. It was like if they can get 2 of the 3 or 1 of the 3, the back end of outside of those 3 games looked rather delicious for the Cowboys. But this was the first one of many. And you have to like their matchup against Kansas City.
So the 3-game stretch is Philly, Kansas City, and Detroit.
Boom. There's your lane to get into the mix.
Yeah. And 2-1, I think, would be serviceable. But if you look at the Cowboys, the way their offense and defense has improved, I mean, they could win.